Chris. She says were called out for saying, I'll try growing up. She goes, either you will or you won't do something. I'll try is a cop out, no ownership. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, try is well. Don't say I try. Say I will be doing something, right? And I love that. Is it Chris? Yeah, no ownership. You got to take ownership of what you're doing, right? Of what you planned on doing. Um, because that's just an excuse. It's just an excuse to say they can't do it, right? So it's about taking that ownership and making sure that you are doing it, not trying to do it, but just having um, that willpower, and it's all about the mindset, right? Because sometimes we feel comfortable in saying, "I won't do something." Either you want or want to, and then I love it. It's a cop out. It's just a cop out to make you feel better about yourself. But is it really good for you trying to do that? Does that
Well,
make
and then
sense?
if we say, I'll try, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
The mindset is that I don't really have to make it happen.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So you're actually
Absolutely.
setting yourself up to fail.
Yep.
I'm a human behaviorist in addition to being a medical intuitive. So
Mhm.
so we're setting ourselves up to fail if we say, I'll try.
Mhm.
We're giving ourselves a door out,
Yep.
out of success. So I say step into success,
Step
right?
into. I love it. Yep. Step into success and not try to do it. Say I will do it.
Yeah, make
Right.
it happen.
Yep. 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 And that's why I said, I make it happen. I don't just say I try to do. I just go and do it. You fail, but it picks you back up to make you successful in what you're doing, and you learn from your mistakes. So you know that
Yeah,
makes it.
and if you fail forward. It's a lesson, not a mistake.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because God
Absolutely.
gives us lessons so we can get to where we are right now on the show.
Absolutely, because we fail, if you just do something for the first time and you fail, don't give up. Try. They said, try again, right? That was like a metaphor they used to say. Try. If you fail, get up and try again. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you can actually have that confidence. It's really about confidence about doing it and making sure that you know that you can do it, not I can't do it. So, but yeah, I like that. Yep, Andrew. Yep, there is no try.
Yeah, and then he says also, sorry, I should have let us read that. He says, that's my husband. That is right, Chris. Do or do not. There is no try.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And he also says when things get hard, we need to lean on others to get help from those who can give us wise advice. Please talk about some of the people who helped you on your journey. Nice question,
Yeah,
Andrew.
yeah.
So please tell us. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, my father was always that entrepreneur.
Mhm.
As he's growing up in the high regional manager with Miles Laboratory at Gillette. But I'm gonna tell you what I did say. I would never do sales. My husband Dennis was in sales. I would never do sales. Look what I'm doing now. But my father was actually, and I didn't realize that I start turning out more like him. So he's actually was my hero, and he was the one that said, Wanda, when I started with corporate, at least stay there for a year. Well, he didn't know I was going to stay there for 36 years, at IBM. Um, so my father was actually what got me on my journey, as well as, when my father died, Dennis that says, Wanda, and I retired then. You can't, because I went into a depression. You go into I was like daddy's little girl. Um, and Dennis just said, get out there and we got a business, which was Legal Shield. And I did get out there and start selling that I didn't know I was going to sell, but I guess because of my personality, but him helping me. But when I started getting into these networking groups, like BNI, teach me how to network. And the other networking groups that I became part of, that some of the ladies that had told me, Wanda, you need to write a book. Wanda, you need to do Facebook Live. and that was my friend Edeline, who actually in Re-Rock, I became part of her group. That everything that I'm doing, she told me, she said, anytime I tell you wanted to do something, you've been doing it. So that means getting on Facebook Live when COVID happened. I was doing webinars. I was actually doing international webinars with other people, collaboration partners that I wanted to help other people, entrepreneurs, educate. And that's really my whole thing. That's why I say educate and empower. Um, so doing that, and then I got a call from another young lady, C. Nicole, who told me, Wanda, God told me to call you. And I said, okay, what did he say? And that's when she wanted me to be part of her book, which is Audacity to Shine, which I love the title, Jodi, Audacity to Shine. And that's what got me on that motivation. Said, I do have the audacity to shine, because the struggles that we go through, a lot of times we don't think that we can do it. So some of my lady friends that I have, and also my girlfriend Sharon and Evie, and create your own business, and Adeline, WD Pearson Associates. So those are the ones on my journey that actually helped me get to where I am today, to push me. I say push me to say you can do this. So I did it, and I had no idea that the guy was going to get me into a second book, because I got another second call from R.B. Robinson, who said, "Why not want you to be in my book?" Oh no, no more collaboration books. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, I did one collaboration book, and it's an Amazon bestseller. But the other books that I'm writing, one is Words Are Just Vibrations in the Air,
Yeah.
everything's energy. And then the second one, I don't like the title, but I'll kind of give you an idea what it's about.
Mhm.
It's 11 months to die.
Oh wow.
And,
Okay.
and what it was is my brother, who was a chiropractor, was using his cell phone. This is back in 1997 when I was misdiagnosed, right? And
Mm.
blew
Yeah.
up 100 pounds.
Wow.
And at the same time, he had a seizure on the beach in Florida.
Oh wow.
And they had to, airlift him to a hospital.
Oh, wow.
And they performed brain surgery days later, and
Mm.
they gave him 1 year to live.
Wow.
And he was a chiropractor and understood nutrition, because at that time they
Mhm.
taught chiropractors about nutrition. They
Mhm.
actually took that out of the program at some universities. So,
Mm.
um, so I've been told. Uh,
Mhm.
so no one quote me on it. Now he lived for 23 years, and he was the longest living survivor of, brain cancer.
Wow.
Northwestern University, or Northwestern Hospital in Illinois.
Yeah.
And here is why. He understood food as medicine. He had a very high antioxidant diet.
Mhm.
Antioxidants are your, dark blue, your chocolates, things like that. Blueberries, blackberries. There's a lot of things that come from the desert in Arizona. There's a product called Trevita that he would take,
Mhm.
and which is overlooked by many, organic organ meats, because they're so
Mhm.
dense in minerals.
Wow.
And you need those minerals for your brain health. And so he lived for 23 years. Now,
Wow.
why is the book 11, and I know I'm fairly positive this is not the right title, but God will give it to me when we're ready.
Mhm.
But why is it at this point in time 11 months to die? Well, because a year before he died, he was in assisted living. My husband, my now husband Andrew, and I were taking him to a holistic doctor, and he got out of a wheelchair in 1 day.
Wow.
Went from wheelchair to walking, no
Awesome.
problem, in a day. Okay.
Awesome.
And um sorry, I need a minute.
Mhm.
So he um he wasn't given his anti-seizure medication
Mhm.
that this one morning, right, in October of 2019.
Mhm.
And they rushed him to, I think it was Reese Hospital. And as they're checking him out, they realize, because he's having another seizure, they forgot
Mhm.
to give him his anti-seizure medication again,
Wow.
so twice in 12 hours.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And so it landed him in the hospital for 11 months, at which point his diet was no longer in his own control.
Mhm.
And so they were giving him box food.
Mhm.
He no longer had access to his organic organ meats, his Trevita, or anything else that he was doing to support his well-being. And so he died.
Oh.
11 months in the
Yeah.
hospital. And there was also during COVID, we weren't even allowed to go see him.
Yeah.
He died
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.